Hi guys, and welcome back to Mummy Cooks Homemade. My name's Hayley for anybody that's new, and this is the meat that we have got for Christmas. I always buy it at the end of November, run my freezer down. So I don't think in America you have pigs in blankets. That is what they're called, isn't it? Yeah. So we have sausages wrapped with bacon on Christmas. I think you guys over there call little cocktail sausages wrapped in pastry pigs in blankets, but whatever. So I buy a tray with enough for breakfast on Christmas morning, and then I've got a tray to add to the dinner plate, and what we wrap it in is streaky bacon. So we've got 2.27 kilos here, and it costs £15. What I didn't realise, and Steve was all happy about when he noticed, was that I picked up smoked, of all things. Yeah, so this is a big old pack. So what I'll do before I freeze is just prep the breakfast, the ones I use for breakfast on Christmas morning. This pack here, and it's Lincolnshire chipolatas, and it's nearly 500 grams. And it was £5.30. So I'll just take one piece of streaky bacon, wrap it around each sausage, and then I'll separate them for breakfast and for dinner, Christmas dinner. This was £4.99, and it's not far off the same. So that's what will happen with these, and any leftover bacon will just get used as and when we want it, really. So we don't buy a turkey crown, plain turkey crown, or a whole turkey, because you're paying for the weight of the bones, and it's expensive enough as it is. This is not far off, is it, the price that it was last year, the turkey. This is 2.8 kilos, and it's £8.99 a kilo. So this is butterfly breasts, turkey breasts. So there's 2 breasts wrapped in bacon, so I haven't got to do that either. And the cooked bacon that I get from this, I put in my stuffing at Christmas. So it's really nice. And the price of this for 2.8 kilos was £25.91. Like I say, this is about what we paid last year. So we also buy New Year's Day's joint of meat. This is 1.8 kilos of rind-on loin of pork. And this was, as it says there, £13.56. So you can see it's a good old size, and it's going to do us easily for New Year's Day. So that's the meat for New Year's Day, got and sorted out. The biggest expense and the biggest jump in price I noticed was easily, wasn't it, for the ham. Usually we spend about £25 on a ham of this size. So this is a horseshoe gammon. Thank God it doesn't say smoked. And this is 4.7 kilos, and it was £35.54. Now that's £10 up on what we usually pay for about the same size, so it has increased. And we noticed with a lot of others, when we was there, it was either this price or £40 odd, or it was too small and it was like £10. There was no in between. So obviously we went for the bigger one. Well, you might think to yourself, well, they're really big, you can't eat all that Christmas Day. No, we don't. Whatever's left after Boxing Day tea gets put into the freezer for sandwiches or salads, doesn't it? Now, Steve did nip into Sainsbury's, because how much was this, Steve? Do you remember?
£2.75.
£2.75, but the same one at the butcher's was over £5. And how much was the butcher altogether?
107.
107 at the butcher's already. I wasn't going to pay an extra £5 for the sausage meats, for the
sausage rolls.
Yeah, for the sausage rolls and the pig's ears that we have on Christmas Eve. So we grab one of these, and I've already got one in the freezer. So after this little bit here, I'm going to prep how I do the other things, and then they're ready in the freezer, which is really going to help me out this Christmas. So that will be added after this part here. So although this is a fabulous sized piece of gammon, the fat on it is not very thick either, because I cut that off. I boil it with the fat on, then take the netting off, cut the fat off, score it, rub honey and brown sugar on it and a bit of mustard, and then bake it until it's really, it's not charred on the out, it looks charred but it's not. It's all from the sugars and the honey and the brown sugar, and that's what I do with that. This I just roast, and this always turns out lovely, doesn't it? And I don't think you can ruin a loin of pork, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, finally got our Christmas meat. This and this will go straight into the freezer and that now. But I will do the prep and I will show you what I do for my prep, which makes Christmas morning and Christmas dinner that little bit easier. I'm going to use the bacon that I bought. The smoked bacon. Oh well, it is what it is. I bought it now. And there is a lot of this. I bagged some up after I did all this prep, and it went into the freezer. So it's best to use streaky bacon because the slices are a lot thinner. You'll see that they still wrap a lot around these chipolatas. So this is the start of the video prep, the Christmas prep. I've still got loads to do before Christmas, so there will be separate videos on that. I used to do it all on Christmas Eve, but not a chance. Not a chance could I do it all anymore in one go. So I don't buy the small sausages. Go big or go home. So simple. You just wrap your bacon around your sausage. Happy days are here again. And that is as easy as that. And I buy so many because we have them with our Christmas dinner, but every Christmas morning we have toasted English muffins with these inside. That's what we have every Christmas morning. This is my favourite bit, eating these and the stuffing. That's literally my favourite bit on the plate. So as you can see, that's the pile of them done. I've still got loads of bacon left. I did put some in the fridge and 2 bags of it into the freezer, so that was a good buy for £15. Oh, I've got a random sausage. Fell off my plate. So I need to split this into 2 bags, so I need to count out how many I need for Christmas breakfast, and then the rest just go into another bag to be cooked at dinner time. Also, the dog will get some Christmas dinner, minus the food that she shouldn't be eating, obviously, because I mean, you don't give all of our human food to dogs. All I will do with these is just pull them out Christmas Eve after tea. So that one's the breakfast one that I've counted out, and that just goes into the freezer as such. No, they'll be pulled out. When will I pull them out? I'm trying to think now. Yeah, after tea. I was right. I'm going loopy. I'm going loopy, it's nearly Crimbo. As of yesterday, we are officially finished. Apart from the big food haul at Christmas. And those ones for dinner. So they're done. I won't have to do them on Christmas Eve like I used to do. What am I making now? I can't remember myself, guys. Is it sausage rolls? Those as well I used to do on Christmas Eve. But a couple of years ago we started, when I was doing the sausage rolls, we started freezing half of them. Because we would eat them all before Boxing Day, so... And we found that once we took them out of the freezer, they still stayed crisp and flaky. And it was like an aha moment. So now, I'll pop them in the freezer, and then on Boxing Day, I'll take half out on Christmas Eve, and the kids will munch on them. Yeah, the kids will munch on them. Same with, like, mince pies and stuff like that. And the rest will be saved for the buffet on Boxing Day then. And I'll just air fry them for 5 minutes to heat them through so that people can eat them hot then. But there's no, it's as simple as a homemade sausage roll. And if you're going to buy a good quality sausage roll anyway, this isn't going to cost you any more than that. You want a good amount of meat in there, but you don't want it so thick that it's not going to cook through properly before the pastry is done. Now the meat looks different because one's pork sausage, just pork sausage meat, and the other is Lincolnshire. I have tried the pork sausage meat from Sainsbury's and it is nice, so I'm not concerned about that. So make sure you give them a really good egg wash. Don't go crazy over your presentation either. People are not critiquing your presentation on stuff during the buffet. They're just going to shove it on the plate and eat it. So don't spend hours trying to make a sausage roll beautiful. Although mine are beautiful. But, yeah. Just moving it back to make sure I've got enough room. Not that it works. It's a very snug fit, but it does get there. You've just got to pull it down. Try not to poke your fingers through it. I'm sure I do at one point. I do it every year. So I'm just going to trim off the excess pastry. And these are going in the freezer, like I said, and they're getting cooked before they go in the freezer. So here I'm just making sure that they're going to stay stuck together. And I also like to snip the top like this. This serves two purposes. One, it looks pretty. And also, it helps the steam escape so that they stay super crispy. And, well, three purposes actually. And it helps the meat inside to cook properly. I take my hat off to all them people out there that do their own puff pastry. Not a chance. None. I told you I'd stick my finger through it somewhere. See, it ain't got to look gorgeous because you're going to crimp it down and tidy it up anyway. There we go. Don't forget your egg wash. And all I do is cut these in half and put them in the air fryer. And they're so good. And they're crispy underneath as well. No soggy bottoms. We don't like a soggy bottom. So cut straight in half. Just be careful you don't mangle them. I put that in the wrong way. Now I can't get another one in. Just realised. Dozy. So that's one in. And now I'll put two in the other air fryer. Yes, I've got two air fryers. Both Cosori's, can't beat them. So I've got two there. I probably could have fit the other one in, to be honest. Oh my word. Steve attacked them as soon as they come out, even though they were for Christmas, because he's naughty. Look, and it crisps up that bottom really, really nice. Much better than the oven, I find. There's the other one. Num num num. And I've got one more to come out, and there they are. In all their sausage roll glory. You've got to have a real sausage roll at Christmas, guys. I know I buy them during the year for like kids pack-ups and that, but you've got to have real ones at Christmas. Now what am I making? Ah, pig's ears. You got to have pig's ears now. Pig's ears is a tradition in this house for Christmas Eve dinner. I don't know about any of you lot, but if you do a lot of prep during Christmas Eve, there's a lot of food picking, you know? And that's all of us, not just kids. So they don't get a big lunch at dinner time because I've always been prepping. So what I always give them on Christmas Eve is pig's ears. And pig's ears consist of puff pastry. Then you spread out some sausage meat on it. Then you lay some bacon on it. Then some grated cheese on top. And then fold it over. Oh, I'm getting hungry now. It's like 8:45 in the morning. Voicing over this and I'm getting hungry. The kids absolutely love these. I don't make a big batch of them either. These I do not cook beforehand. I freeze them on a tray, cover them with cling film, and once they're frozen I'll put them into a bag. I'm trying to straighten out my pastry now, look. Told you pastry hates me. There we go. I know one of my friends on here, Craig, he's tried these. And these were huge! I couldn't believe how much he put inside it, but it looked glorious. He sent me a picture. And I think he enjoyed them as well. I don't know whether he'll incorporate it into any of his prep or anything, or whether he just wanted to try them. But yeah, his looked absolutely glorious. I mean, mine are pretty big, but I mean, yeah, Craig's got to go a bit bigger. So you just make your squares. I mean, this is real time. It's not took me long to roll this out. Just making sure that the square is going to be big enough. So they are quite big. So Steve will have a couple of these. The kids will have one each and I'll have one. And that's Christmas Eve dinner without messing about. See, look, pastry hates me. It just hates me. I mean, you're lucky I make short crust pastry, guys, honestly. So just trim it up. Again, it's home food. You're going to eat this in your home. Don't be trying to be Gordon Ramsay or Jamie Oliver, you know. Can't decide which way I'm going to do them. So, all you've got to do is put some sausage meat on there. Spread it out thinly. This is going to ensure it's cooked all the way through. So just make sure you've got your sausage meat spread out. So I do that for each one. As you can see, there's nothing difficult. If you haven't tried these, I did these last year, I think, on the Christmas prep, but it was the Christmas Eve video. So, yeah, if you haven't given them a try, just give them a try. See what you think of them. I mean, if you love bacon, sausage, cheese, pastry, then you're going to love them. You're going to love them because they're yummy. So I've just made sure there. I knew I had 5 pieces of pastry, so I've made sure that I've got enough sausage meat for 5. Like I say, these will be flash frozen and then popped into a freeze bag. So all you're going to do is attempt to lay your bacon on there. I did think about putting it back, but I thought, nah. Nah, I didn't want a load of bits in my bag. Simply put a piece of bacon down. The streaky again is perfect because of its size. And lots of grated cheese. What can be better? I mean, it's perfect diet food. Who needs keto? It's Christmas, guys. You're supposed to enjoy what you're eating. Don't punish yourself at Christmas. Now you can see why the kids just have the one. By the time they're cooked up, it's quite substantial, so yeah. And no doubt, with it being Christmas Eve, there would have already been other things out of the fridge, and they get the chocolate coins on Christmas Eve, and like all other kids. So now you just turn them that way. Make sure you put some water on and then they'll stick. And that's how you fold them. And it's as easy as that. So they're a good size. A filling. And that's all you'll do with each one. And that's the pig's ears. Let me know if you try these, or even if you try them before Christmas, and what you think. Honestly, so good. If you find it's the pastry's just a little bit short, just pull it. There is some elasticity in the pastry. Just trying to make sure that the cheese, when it cooks, is not going to go everywhere. So popping it in there. And just repeat for all of them. Now I'm not going to glaze these now, but before I cook them, obviously I will. I'll give them an egg wash. And once this tray is complete, it will get wrapped and then just popped into the freezer. Now, I don't make mince pies because they always look blooming horrible. Actually, it's not even so much that, it really isn't. I can never get them out of my tin. I can never get them out of my tin. And they end up breaking, so I've given up. So now all I do every year is just mince pie twists. Again, these are not cooked before Christmas. These will go into the freezer, be flash froze, and then put into bags. And if you're going to make them, or mince pies, if you don't make your own mincemeat, get a nice one. Get one you've tried before that you know is nice. Steve likes this Robertson's. And really spread it out. You might think I'm being tight, but trust me, I've learnt my lesson. Overfilling these. Oh, it's not even filling it, is it? Anyway, overfilling these is, yeah, it's not the way to go. It really ain't. Do these look as good as mince pies? Probably not. They taste just the same. Less effort. Again, if you look on last year's Christmas prep, you'll see them already cooked up. But for now, I'm just going to get them made and then pop them into the freezer. I like this Robertson's because you can actually see the suet and stuff in it, which is what mincemeat is supposed to have in it. You don't find many others where you can actually see the suet. Anyone in America, this, as you can see, we call it mincemeat, but it's not the savoury mincemeat. And that's all I do is just twist it like that and pop it onto the baking tray. At some point I have a brain fart and I forget how to twist. So yeah, my brain goes into brain fart mode and I forget how to do my twists. think at this point I'm just ready to sit down. Anyway, I was saying, this is called mincemeat. Mince pies traditionally, a long, I'm talking hundreds of years ago, were made with meat. It was a savoury thing. But during the course of history, it was changed to sweet. And it's made just with fruits and suet. And it's just still called mincemeat. See, I've had a brain fart. Look at that one. I don't care. It'll all get cooked up and eaten the same. So I just make 2 trays of these. And they taste just like a mince pie, to be honest. When they're cooked and cooled, I'll just dust over some icing sugar. And that's it. So there they are, all wrapped. I'm going to flash freeze these, and that's my first patch of prep done. I've put some decks up for the kids already. These are just the shelves in the living room. So we've got the little village. That gonk there, and then the matching one there. They're new, obviously, because I have to have gonks everywhere. I mean, nutcrackers. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment down below on anything that you'd like to try, or you have tried. Share if you can. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.